These are my glasses I used to actually wear, so I shouldn't be wearing these when I'm filming because they don't really look good on my face, do they? Oops, I dropped them. These are my sunglasses. I should probably take this off. I have figured out a code of just styling where if you don't wear glasses, it might be okay, but if you just put sunglasses here, instead of, say, a hairband, you can just put your hold your hair down with that. It's, in my case, I wear glasses, so it might seem a little odd. Something's behind. Okay. These are my normal glasses because they don't disturb my overall facial contours. There. Now I'm set up. Okay. So hi everyone. I'm back again, and I have been working on crochet. So the last video I showed you my Gardenia Delight. So that one I'm still working on it in a sense because I haven't closed the project, but after expanding it, I'll show you now. See, I've expanded it more. I think last time I had maybe 3, but now I have a bit more. But looking at it now, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who can conclude this by looking at it, but it doesn't really, if I had this as a giant fabric, I'm not so sure it would be great because it has, compared to my other custom doily or custom shawl that I made, I think it was last year, the custom shawl I made last year, it has a lot more bigger holes. You can go back and check that video. I don't put out that many videos anyway, so you probably can find the video where I show you that other lace shawl. You can find it pretty easily. I think it's custom lace shawl. I think that's the title. But this one has bigger holes, as you can see, and it might not be that bad, but it has a lot of big holes. So I'm still working on this, and I plan on working on it more and more so that I can maybe, I don't know how big I'll make it. Maybe I'll make this one not into necessarily a shawl, but in this case I'll make it actually, say, into a square or maybe a rectangle, so that, and then I can add a border onto the very end, the edge, and then I can so that you can actually wrap it like this. And let's just say this is a square, and then this is a square, right? You can fold it over and then put it like this, so that it doesn't have as many holes in the fabric because the holes are covered up by other doilies as such. That may be kind of cool. And then the ones that don't cover up will just kind of drip down like this, and individual gardenias that don't cover up will be able to just be pretty. But it is very nice. I really like them. My Gardenia Delight. So this one I'm still working on. It's not done, but, well, it's not done, but I'm putting a pause on it because I started just making this other project. I'll show you now. And I didn't realize that I really liked it, and I don't know if, well, I could technically, when it comes to crochet, compared to knitting, because I can knit. Have I shown everyone what I have knitted in the past? I don't think I have, but I do know how to knit. I actually started off in knitting, but then I transitioned over to crochet because it just happens to be that I like crochet. Crochet is a little more free to me because you have less active stitches. I think I talked about this before. But yeah, it's for me it's better because it just works. It's just fun for me. So using crochet, so I started off making this other project. So it just started off, at first I thought I wanted to make a lace, and I think I have 1 or 2 that I made from somebody, and they sewed it onto their scarf or something. Is it very bright now? Yeah, the sun's coming out. Maybe I should lower this cursor. Okay. And so I just started thinking that maybe I should make first crochet it. When you crochet, you can either make it so that you have to build layer by layer, or you make individual parts of the lace and then crochet it out like that. But in my case, I just started by making a band like this, and then I thought, what if I could make this into a scarf? And then, see, I'm making this. And now that I think about it too, because I really like squares, so maybe I should turn this into not a rectangular one, or a rectangular article, but I'm thinking of making it into a square, because that actually sounds pretty cool with this design. And as you can see, I've done my research and my homework, because this is more minimalist, then anything you see on Instagram, there is going to be an eternal. I just have to say this basically every single time, but every Instagram, I think, figured out many things about me by now. So they send me different things in my feed, and one of the things that they send me in my feed is this artsy stuff, and it always infuriates me when some artist somewhere, I don't think has ever received any kind of art education, especially of the 20th century art, decides, you know what, I am going to call this art that I have of a person, a drawing of a person. I need water. They say, excuse me, that's not what they say. What they say is, I'm going to call this drawing of a person, or take this drawing of a person that I made, and I'm going to post it on Instagram, and in the hashtags, I'm going to add minimalism art. Okay, first of all, minimalism is an offspring of abstract art. And abstract art is art that does not symbolize things of our physical world. It comes from its own distinct reality. So that means there are no specific shapes or set shapes in it. The moment you say this is a portrait of an abstract portrait, you are making a very strange statement. That's like saying water that is not H2O. Wait. What is not water that is H2O? It is extremely bizarre and it is extremely sus. So stop being sus. Why are you being sus? Are you sus? Don't be sus. If you are sus, you need to stop being sus, okay? Stop the susness. You're sus. Just stop. Put some Vaseline on my lips because it's very dry today. It's not dry, that dry, but it can get dry suddenly here. I don't know why. But anyways. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so and even in art, in the world of art, how many minutes? I can't see. Oh, 7 minutes. Okay, it's very hard because the sunlight is coming this way and it's reflecting off maybe my face, and it's hitting the phone I'm using to film. So don't look at my hand. That's from bouldering. Bouldering is fun too. I don't know if it's normal, but I've been only doing it a few months, but I use V1s and V2s as warm-up, and then I do a V3 and V4 as challenge workouts, but I can't do V5 or V6, but I can do a V3, right? Yeah, I can do a V3, so I did something that's 1750. I think that's a V3, let me check. Answer this text message. Okay. And then workout is 1750 AV3. Bouldering. Sorry, it's taking a moment. Okay. I don't really know what's saying. I don't know what it's saying actually, so I'm just gonna ignore it. But anyways, bouldering is really fun. But yeah, we're talking about the art world, and there's these people. Not even. So artistically, I started off. I think like most people, I started off with classical because that's where everything comes from. And if you can study classic art, then you know where all the other art groups that, especially in the 20th century, you know where they come from. But wait, no, not really classical. In my case, my art journey, I started off in Baroque because I did not start off in Renaissance because Renaissance was just very odd to me. So I started off in Baroque. But you have to understand. You basically have to understand each of them in order, in sequence, to understand a single art group. But in my case, I became really more aware of art, I became aware of the Baroque art style first, the most. That was the one I focused in on the most initially, and then I moved over from Baroque to classical, and then I moved into Impressionist because Impressionism art is very easy for me to look at and compare, and then it's just easy for me on the eyes. I don't have to get into details, but it's just very easy for me to look at Impressionism art. And then from Impressionism, I jump to Surrealism. And what really irritates me is people don't understand the historical background of certain art groups that they pretend to be part of, especially minimalism. But Surrealism is one of them too. So this book is by this is a book focusing on Dali. People think that they know about Dali. I'm not saying I know everything about Dali either, but I read this book and I do my homework, not necessarily homework, but I do my research and I read up on Dali's work, and then I understand it. But then people on social media are just, I don't know what's wrong with them. They act so weird. They say all this nonsense that if you just picked up this book and read it, I bought this book. This was, it says here at Barnes & Noble, $9.98. $10 for a wonderfully printed book with all this art, and then you're telling me that you can't do that research for $10? I don't think even this book cost me $10. I bought it from an online site with free shipping, and it was like $6 or $7. It was not even that expensive. And then you can't even pay for this to do your homework, let alone you don't do your homework on minimalism-inspired stuff. I don't know what kind of time period. It's very odd. I don't know why people think that they can get away with. I think it's just being lazy. Or why are you so comfortable that you want to just make things up? Why are you making things up? I mean, there's a difference between making stuff up and being creative. This is being creative. And then I'm actually, because I correspond myself with, I really like the minimalism school of art because it's very simple, it's very geometric. I also very much like Islamic art, Islamic geometric art, because I think I just have a real affinity toward geometric art. But I do not call myself a minimalist because most of the minimalists are actually already dead. But then some artist on Instagram or social media says, I'm totally a minimalist artist, and then I look at their art and it's not even abstract if you're drawing portraits, okay? If it's a portrait, I'm gonna look at you. First of all, the best example of abstract art or pre-abstract art, no, it's abstract. The best abstract art is probably Mondrian, Pierre Mondrian. If you don't understand that Pierre Mondrian is one of the big names out there for abstract art, and you don't have an art piece that resembles him even slightly, then you do not have. It's very difficult for me to get behind you and support you as an artist because you're just basically cheating. That's what it is. You're cheating. You're a cheater. Why are you cheating? Don't cheat. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna keep working on this. This is my custom. This is my own design. I designed this. I didn't go out and find one. This is the one I designed myself. And I'm pretty sure most people out there who try to actually replicate this won't be able to do it because it took a while for me to figure out this design myself. But this is my own design. So this is custom and it's unique. Okay? And then also, this one too, this is my design too. You won't find this out there because I made it. I mean, you'll find it here on the internet and maybe someone out there will copy me, which would be very annoying. But I don't think that's going to happen because not to mention this channel that I'm doing, not many people watch it, I think. A few people do, but probably not that much. But anyways, this is my custom. These are everything I make is custom, okay? Because I'm the one who designs it, and I go through the process of, draw, not this book, but I have a notebook similar to this where I draw stuff out and I write notes. I had that paper around here somewhere. I actually wrote it out. It's like, where'd it go? I don't know where it went. What time is it? Oh, it's 14 minutes. I have to stop this video because I don't want to talk that much. But anyways, yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about. Don't be a cheater! That's really important. Don't be a cheater. Do not cheat, and don't be sus. Do not cheat. Don't be sus. Don't cheat. Don't be sus. That should be very easy to do. Why are you being sussy and cheating? Don't be sussy, or don't be sus and don't cheat. Don't be sus and don't cheat. So easy. Anyways, yeah, that's just what I want to talk about today. I'm going to work on this. I just had a break, so I had some time to work on this. And it's not that hard. It's just very easy for this one. So maybe it'll be done soon, and then you guys will be able to see it. Won't that be nice? It'll be nice. I promise you it'll be nice. Plus, this is a prototype. I should have probably figured out how to make it so that this border here was also on the border here, so that when I finish it into a square, it would be so cool because all the border would be the same. But oh well, I guess I'll have to figure that out for next time. It's okay. I'll figure it out. Okay, well, I'll see you all next time, and until then, don't be sus. Okay? Okay, alright, bye.